You know, using a 3-note per string visualization of the fretboard will only get you so far. So is there any way that we can broaden our scope as we look at the scales on the fretboard? And that way we can get a little more creative and break out of that 3-note per string box, as it were. Hi, my name is Derryl Gabel, and in this video I will attempt to answer that question, and I believe the answer is yes. I'd like to share with you a concept that I use to do just that, to broaden my scope of the fretboard. So one of the ways you can do that is if we take this 8-note motif, okay, that's like this, and we're going to take that motif and we're going to move it around the scale, and I'm going to show you how we're going to do that. So if you're familiar with the whole 3-note per string shapes, okay, if we take what I would call like pattern 4 or position 4 of, say, the C major scale, that would be like this. Okay, and then we take position 5 or pattern 5. Okay, what we're going to do is we're going to take that 8-note motif that I showed you, and we're going to move that, we're going to kind of zigzag in between those two positions. So it goes like this. So we've got, and then you're going to shift down to the next note in the scale and play that same motif. Then you shift up to the next note in the scale and play that same motif. And then shift down, and then shift up. Okay, so we're using kind of like a zigzag motion there. Okay, so another thing that we can do is we can take that same motif and, you know, instead of shifting down and then up and down and then up, we can shift up every time. So we can take this motif and do this. Shift up, shift up, shift up. Alright, then we could shift down every time. So if we start right here on the D note, we take our motif, shift down, shift down, down, and one more time. Now we can take another motif, and you know, all those runs were descending, so we can take another motif and use it to ascend. So we'll take this 8-note motif, and we're going to use that to zigzag back and forth. So we've got, okay, and then we can take that to, if we start here on the D note and then we shift down every time, we'll go diagonally across the guitar. So that'd be like this. Okay, then we can take that motif and we can shift up every time, and we'll go diagonally from the low E to the high E, like this. Okay, so something else that you can do to vary up these sequences is you can use some odd note groupings. Okay, so we were using like an 8-note motif there. So if we leave out one of the notes, we'll get 7 notes. So we could do something like this: 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, so that's a 7-note motif. So let's hear how that sounds. Okay, how about let's see. So then we could, you know, how about like a 5-note or a 6-note motif? That would be like a or like a 5-note motif. Let's see. Okay, something else we can do is use chromatics. So where I would put the chromatics in is where we have the whole steps. So, you know, here I might stick a chromatic like where we have a whole step right here between the A and the B. So I might go and then I might go and then maybe use an approach note here, and then let's see, something else is, you know, once you start practicing these things and you start getting a broader view of the neck, then I would encourage you to, you know, try different things. I mean, you see the, you know, a broad scope of the neck light up, you know, just, I'll give you some ideas here.